Today we are installing a BD upgraded track bar for the 2005 to, at the time of this video, 2015 F250, 350, 450 and 550s and four-wheel drive. This upgraded track bar also fits the 2005 to 2013 F450 and F550s. So the BD upgraded track bar is a very, very nice addition if you've got some play in your steering. You know, it could be one of the contributing factors to the death wobble if you've got a track bar that's wore out. So this is on a 2012 truck. We noticed that the ball joint for the track bar was wore out, so while we're replacing the ball joint, we're going to go ahead and replace the track bar as well. It's going to make alignment a lot easier, and it's also a component that if the polymer bushing wears out, you just replace the bushing, you've still got a perfectly good track bar. So going to save you money in the long run, and that's what we always like to do. So let's get started with taking the stock track bar out. Now, your stock track bar, what you're going to want to do is, I like to start on the ball joint side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this. This is the nut. This is a 24. If this spins on you, the bottom half of the ball joint itself is actually just a 1/2 inch hex, so you can put a 1/2 inch wrench on it and you got it. But if you do it with the impactor, you're going to overcome it with speed anyway. There you go. Now, on the track bar on this end, you can see that we've already gotten this loosened up for the sake of the video. They make a tool for this that you can get off of rotundatools.com. The part number is going to be in your instructions on it. It's $100 for the puller. Most of the time with a tie rod in like this, you can strike it with a hammer with a BFH, and you're going to get it off there. So that's what we did with this one. We didn't use the puller, we just used BFH, whacked on top, and that loosened it up. Now we're going to go to the other side. I do track bars with the tires on the ground, and the reason why I do it is because when you go back up with the new track bar for alignment, once you get it attached to one side, you can turn the wheel, and that leaves you open for getting the other side installed. So this side, 30 metric socket on the back side is what I use, and then this is 1 3/16 inches on this end, and we're going to go ahead and remove our bolt from this. And Adam's grunting at me, that means he can't see, that means I'm in his way, so I got to get out of his way. The torque on this bolt is about 400 foot-pounds. So if you don't have a good long breaker bar or damn powerful impact, you might want to go over and borrow your brother-in-law's tools. I'm going to go ahead and loosen that up. And if you are said brother-in-law and you choose not to let your brother-in-law borrow your tools, I don't have any advice for you about that. That's your call. We're going to go ahead and pull the bolt out and get the track bar down. Release it from the ball joint end, and you can see that ball joint there is pretty well toast. You want to make sure you keep your old hardware because you will be using that back. I just want to talk for just a minute about replacing the ball joints on these trucks. I had told you that our ball joint was bad, so we were going to replace this. If you're just an average, do-it-yourselfer, you can replace ball joints, but you're going to need the proper tools to do it. Most shops have got a loaner tool service where you can get a ball joint press. You're going to have to use a ball joint press. This is what we use. This is our snap-on press. Press the ball joint out, press the new ball joint in. This is a good tool. I mean, this is a snap-on tool, so it's super expensive. You probably don't need that if you're not doing it. It comes with all kinds of different cups and receivers and rams for you to be able to do this job, but it makes it very easy. If you can find one of these used or something like that, a little bit more heavy-duty one than you get it with the loaner tool service, The ones that you get with Loaner Tool Service will do it too. You just may not have all the adapters that you need. So we wanted to include that in our video and talk to you just a little bit about that in case you get in the driveway and you notice that your ball joint is wore out too. Check your local parts warehouse or your local parts house. It's AutoZone, so on and so forth. They could have a Loaner Tool Service for a ball joint press that you're going to need to remove this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and begin building our BD upgraded track bar for this Ford truck. So first thing we wanna do is we wanna show you the track bar that came out of the truck. Now the distance of this track bar from center of this hole to center of this hole, the entire length is about 36.85. I measured ours at about, let's see, I've got it. Yeah, right at about 37. So I'm going to, our BD instructions tell us to take it to 36.85, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you how to put our bar together, and then we're going to press our bushing in real quick. So inside of the kit, you get your driver's side yoke there, the left and the right threaded adjustment rod for the track bar itself, the length of the track bar that goes over to the passenger side. This is a very nice unit. And then your hardware box. Your hardware box has got your instructions in it. They send you a nice BD sticker as well. Your statement of warranty. And then you get your hardware bag that has got your left and right thread, left hand threaded and right hand threaded jam nuts. And then you've got your bushing. So we're gonna press our bushing in just a second. You want to do that first, but I'm gonna go ahead and put the bar together and then get it out of the way. So on your adjustment bolt, you're going to want to go ahead and put your jam nuts on. So look on the end of the bolt, and the end of the bolt itself is marked with an L. That's your left hand. That's your left-hand threaded side. You want to get the nut that has got the arrow, the directional arrows on it. The directional arrows are going to signify the left-hand threaded side. So go ahead and put the left-hand threaded stuff on the left-hand threaded side. Remember, it's left-hand threaded, so you're going to want to go the opposite way to tighten. So we're going to go ahead and put that on. Take our jam nuts all the way to the end. Da-da-da-da-da. There should be some sort of nice interlude on your video here where it fast forwards and some great music's played, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We'll talk to our production assistant there. Right hand threaded side, you want to go ahead and get your right hand threaded jam nut on.
You can hum a little song.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not gonna, we need to have the fight song, for crying out loud, boys. All right, got her. Now, we're gonna go ahead and put this into our other side. Long side must be our left-hand threaded side. T is it T is. All right. So now, take our phone. Get rid of that crap. Don't turn it the wrong way. Okay, now we're going to leave it just like that. Now we're going to do our bushings. So you're going to take your bushing pack and get it opened up, and we're going to press our bushings in. I apologize, I forgot to turn my phone off in the making of this video, and apparently Sports Center really has something they need to tell me right now. All right, so let's go over the press, and we're going to get our bushing pushed in. So now it's time to put our bushing into our driver's side of our track bar. What we did is we went on and had to put this in with a just normal press. You could have used a vise to do it, a couple of flat pieces of stock. You know, you got to stay flat with it to get it to go in. That was my problem. I tried that a couple times, and I had the office conglomeration of stuff that you shouldn't have when you're doing this kind of thing. Everybody write a letter to BD and tell them to put the bushings in for you is what you need to do. All right, protest. So we'll push the bushing on through, make it all the way out. talk to you about putting bushings in on this BD track bar. What we did is we've got a chop press here. That's the easiest way for us to do it. You put your bushing in the eyelet first and then your center section. You want to put your polyurethane side of it in first because that gives you a little bit of flexibility to get in to the thing. Like I said, if you've got a good set of jaws on your vise, you can do so. Now we're going to go ahead and put the center section in. I'm going to kind of show you, Adam, if you want to come around and show them what we're doing here. This center section, when you go to pressing this in or putting it in a vise or however you're going to do this, you want to make sure that once you get the bushing started, that you don't let off of it. You go ahead and take it all the way down as much as you can, because if you do not, it will pop right back out of the hole. And I'm probably going to get to show you an example of that right now. Oh, it stayed. So if you don't have it deep enough, it'll come out on you. Okay, now we're going to install the driver side of the eyelet side of the track bar. So now in our adjustment of our track bar, we said we want our total distance to be about 36.85, 37 inches from center hole to the center hole. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we've got an equal amount of threads on both sides. So when an alignment is done on the vehicle, what will happen, I'll give you an idea of this. What will happen is they will do your alignment from this alignment bolt in the middle. This is the left hand thread and the right hand thread. So as you adjust it in or out, it's going to expand or contract the bar itself, and all the adjustments done from here. Then once that's done, once you have your alignment done, then you're going to take your jam nuts and you're going to go down and you can lock it into place from there. So we're going to get it close on our distance here. So we've got it about a little under 37 centered hole. So we're gonna go ahead and put it inside the truck now. Mount your track bar. You want the concave side towards the front of the truck. So we're gonna go ahead and hang the passenger side right now. Oh, sorry, real loose. All right. Then we're gonna set our driver's side up into the hole, and I'm gonna need a BFH for that job. Now we're putting the driver's side of the track bar up. Just getting my bushing started is all I'm doing here. Just kind of getting her started and getting everything lined up. So we've got everything pretty well close. It's matched up. I did just a little bit of adjusting here. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up my passenger side. And I think proper torque on that was 86 foot-pounds. All right, now, if you're not in alignment on your driver's side, what you can do is just turn the wheel of the truck. All right, Ricky, see if you can turn it there just a fuzz for us. All right, I have to go just a little bit more. A little more, got it. All right, that's it, Ricky. Almost. BFH. Yep, BFH. Yep, just here.
You want to wheel it?
Yeah,
I can go with this.
turn it right, Ricky. That's good. Driver's side is installed. Now we'll tighten this down. Torque on this is a little over 400 foot-pounds. Once you're done there, you want to make sure that you get your jam nuts tightened down and locked in place. This is a bigger nut, so we just use a big crescent wrench to do it on that and make sure that they're very tight. So 180 some odd foot-pounds on this side, 186 I believe, and a little over 400 foot-pounds on the driver's side. So this completes our installation of our BD track bar for your newer model Fords. If you have a question on this installation or any of our other installations, please give us a call. Thank you.